Megan from Vertigrove, and this is History, a part of the Vertigrove team as a property manager. We're in the middle of Olympic Games right now, and so I thought it'd be great to have a chat to History because she's got quite an Olympic history. So, History, tell us a bit about your athletic history. What have when did you start competing? What did you compete in?
I think sport was always part of me since a young age. My parents were very sporty, and obviously I think it's in the blood. And at high school I did well, primary school I did really well. Some of my records are still standing in South Africa. And that love for sport just grew as I got older, and I was just hungry for the international field.
Yeah.
And competing World Juniors, and from there I went to Commonwealth Games. I've won a few titles there. From there I went to World Championships. My first Olympics was in 2000, and just like Erica or any other young athlete being at the Olympics, your goal is just to be in the final. And anything happened there is a bonus. For me, I got a silver at my first Olympics, and
this is the silver. Pretty impressive. So that was the Sydney 2000.
And from there I went on to World Championships, 2001 World Champion, and in 2000.
So that's 2001 World Champion, not just competing in the World Champion. I should say History's was a high jumper, or is a high jumper. I don't know, what do we call it? Is. We're trying to get her to compete in the Masters, but that's a different story.
And from there onwards I went to 2003 to back up my World Championship medal, got another gold, and then I went to Athens 2000.
So that's 2 World Champion gold medals, people.
And then I went to 2004 Athens Olympics, and I got another silver. I would have loved to have a gold there, but I guess 2 silvers is making 1 gold, so
that's a really great way of looking at it. And there is a whole story around Athens. So this is the Athens silver. There is a whole story around that. We probably won't go into that today, but History really deserved the gold. Eras of different countries competing.
Yes, for sure.
Yes. So we know those stories. But fabulous achievements, and that, sums up a lifetime of a lot of hard work.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For an event. We're watching on. We watched just yesterday. Watched the young Kiwi Erica swimming and final, which was very impressive for her at a young age of 17. What is it like as an Olympian watching on to these competitors, especially the young ones, but any of the key competitors? I mean, you're a Kiwi now, you cheer for the Kiwis. What does it feel like as someone that's been there?
I think for me, being a Kiwi, cheering for the Kiwis, it's very nice, but I would cheer for anyone being in a final because it's a lifetime commitment. There's a lot of things that these young kids are giving up, not doing, that any other young child would be out doing because they're afraid of getting injured. For a swimmer, having a young swimmer son myself, going early to bed, getting up early, winter, summer, they're in the water, and the commitment and all the hard work that's going into it, I salute them for it.
Yeah. She knows. She's now a mother of an athlete, so yes.
And I think feeling sorry for the athletes not having the support system around them, with family that were there through thick and thin, and through sickness and pushing through and just supporting them, that it can only be on screen with this Olympics. I think even though they're not there, for an athlete myself, when you're standing in the stadium or on the blocks, you're competing against yourself as well. So it doesn't really matter who is there supporting you. You know all the hard yards you put in and what you can get out of it competing. So on that moment, it's only you and your thoughts, and that's what you need to tolerate, and that's what you need to compete against. And a shame when you're on the podium. Well, we had a Kiwi yesterday as a bronze, winning the triathlete, not being able to have that moment of the crowds cheering, that, well, for you as in the arena, being able to do that lap. Does that feel like they maybe are missing out, or not really, because in that moment they are still that Olympic
champion, essentially?
I think it's hard, but the athletes need to look on the bright side. You've got a medal and you've got something to show for your hard work. I mean, it would have been lovely to have the lap of honour for any athlete that win or come second or third. But at least they've got a medal, and I would suggest work hard for the next 3 years and go for the next one.
Yeah.
And hopefully COVID is under control and you can do your victory lap and maybe with a world record. You never know.
Yeah. So that's some great advice to those young athletes out there. Well, the triathlete, he had only just watched it at the last Olympics and then decided to pick it up. But he's not spent a lifetime. He's spent 4 years, or 5, which is an awesome achievement. But what do you say to those young athletes that are out there that are doing the hard graft right now?
I think there's a big opportunity for you guys. It's very good of New Zealand sending out a young team to go and build up experience and for later in their life. And the bronze medal, that's a hunger for the gold. So I don't think that's the end of him. He's coming back for more, for sure.
Yeah, I would agree. I think we've got a great young team and building experience. So, well, thanks.
No,
History is a part of our team. She's a champion property manager, and but great to share that insight for us today.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks.